Like any beast, remove the fangs and it is lost. They are...
The Kunari have friends, Templar. How will you answer their allegations? You want to fight?
Так. Ну, давайте как-нибудь. Сейчас распределимся тут. Ё-моё. Ай, блин, твари. Пипец. Так, уходим отсюда. Нафиг. Так, сейчас. Вот эти уроды, блин, сюда идут. Ты смотри вообще. Прям тут респится вообще в наглую. Да твари такие. Падла какая. Ай. Подонок, а? Падлы.
This should help. What more do you want?
You're fucking good.
Да блин, застреваю еще тут. Отвалите вы от меня. Ну у него еще до хера, блин. Ну, вот эти вот твари мешают. Да нет, этого надо валить. Козел.
I don't have much left.
All right. Time to bring this mess to the Viscount's attention.
Madness! Madness!
Yes, Excellency.
Chantry involvement. Even if they are fringe elements. Oh, it could not be worse.
Her Grace had no knowledge of this affair. I trust she will deal with it swiftly.
You killed them? All of them?
A mother serving the Grand Cleric allowed this to happen.
Are you quite sure? She held a blade with them? Told them to fight you?
No, I cannot say that.
Of course not. Blasted mother. You have no idea the storm these allegations would cause. It would destroy what support I do have.
This may have scared her off. She claimed this was not her intention.
Well, that is something. I will make my inquiries. Gently. And you should be careful in your associations.
Это точно.
For now, we have other problems. We have the delegate, but I can't return the bodies to the Canary in this state. Serra Hawk, you know the Arishok. What should I do?
Лучше думаю, что рассказать.
Hiding this would only make it worse.
It would, wouldn't it? I'm losing my sense of how to balance this nightmare. I appreciate your help in this matter. As bad as this is, it could have been much worse without you. Kirkwall owes you. I owe you.
Ну, вроде как нормуль все. Ну как, относительно. Насколько это вообще возможно? Нормуль-то. Так, надо вот там что-нибудь забрать. Там что валяется. Так, тут ничего не валяется. Покинуть место. Вот здесь ящик есть. Который можно... А, там хрень. Щит леди рыцаря. Угу. И мне кажется, это Авелин надо.
The guards don't get here often enough.
Так, у нас здесь закончилось все. Теперь куда? В тупик. Главный подозреваемый. Задание. Ну, погнали в тупик. Так. Так, у нас спутники. Это главный сюжет. Так, вопросы веры. Вот, щит леди рыцаря. Авелин. Так, это контент. Побочные задания. Книги. Так, это мы не будем делать. Щит леди рыцаря. Блин, а может быть... Она же здесь, по-моему, в крепости наместника. Авелин.
A fine day.
It's different here as captain. Feels like family. It's a fine suit.
The finest.
Break it down, distribute it.
The Viscount requires parade armor for his inspections.
Then stuff it and mount it where he can see it. I wear the uniform of the guard.
His Excellency will not be pleased.
His Excellency can mount it. Trouble, Hawk?
Seems like you have enough.
You don't know the half of it. And why don't you, by the way? Why aren't you tail deep in the problems of this city? Sure, you do good, but petition a title, take a job. The guard is always looking.
Что за наезды-то?
That's a bit harsh, given my record.
Maybe I'm just sick of being the first stop for complaints about people like you.
People like me?
Brand's on about fortune hunters, mercenaries, disreputable professions without purpose. He's a clod, but sometimes, well, it might be good if the city was a little more stable.
Come on now. You'd really prefer the troublemakers stay home?
All right. So maybe I don't want to be completely put out of business. And I don't even really mean you. But some people, they go on without regard and then act surprised when someone starts a circle. There are warning signs, you know. It's worth saying.
Какие-то наезды на меня тут.
I have something for you.
Do you now? A shield? Oh, and born by the one true Sir Avelin. Lovely. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I don't see where I went wrong.
I had a shield. It belonged to Wesley. It was difficult to let it go, but I did so. Utility over sentiment, right? We sold it, didn't we?
You're taking this a bit seriously.
If you didn't think this would upset me, what was your intent?
If you're still aching for your husband, you may want to inform Donick.
We've had that talk. This isn't about Wesley. You've got me doing a lot of things. Some I don't agree with. Some I'm surprised I do. I'm not sure where I'm going as it is. Replacing what I was with this. I mean, who is Sir Avelin to me?
It seems odd you don't feel a kinship. You don't feel the name fits you.
I didn't choose my name. Avelin was a wish my father made. I am similar to what he pictured, but that's because of what I try to be, not what I assume I should. Sir Avelin was a fine figure, but I don't revere failure, however glorious.
You know, not every gift has the significance of finely crafted copper marigolds.
So it's just a shield.
Just a shield?
You have very bad taste. Every Smith & Orlais stamps Sir Avelin's name on their exports. But thank you for the thought.
Замечательно. Ладно, хрен с ней. Так, вопросы веры. Себастьян и Варик.
day, Sarah.
Hello, Mother Patrice.
Sarah Hawke, it is good to see you. The shame that Varnell brought his order is most unfortunate.
The shame he brought.
Praise the Maker that you were his champion in that dark place.
You knew exactly what was going to happen in there.
Hawke, you're standing between the righteous and the heretical. You're not going to make friends.
I'd settle for being able to trust the people I already know.
I gave you what you wanted at considerable cost. Varnell is more manageable as a martyr, but his loss will be felt. You have avenged heretical Kunari with human blood. Surely that is good enough for you.
You're no more satisfied than I am.
Varnell was a fool, but the facts remain. An offense to the Maker goes unchallenged. I will give you no further cause to shame the Chantry today, but we will have this argument again. The Viscount's incompetence all but guarantees it.
Sometimes you just know trouble is coming.
Так, Себастьян. А, не сюда, по-моему. А, с ним уже можно поговорить.
I'm giving it all up. I made a vow to the Chantry, and it was wrong to turn my back.
Sebastьяn, listen to yourself. You're as impulsive now as the day you turned away from us. Do you think the Maker wants another rashly spoken vow that you'll abandon when the next passion takes you?
I will not...
This is your life, child. Don't spend it being blown about like a weather vane. But here's Hawke. Maybe you can talk some sense into him.
Is the Grand Cleric upset with you?
She thinks I'm fickle, but I mean it. It was wrong for me to break my oath to the Chantry. I've turned against the Maker. And for what? Why would I want to rule Starkhaven and deal with jackals like Lady Harriman for the rest of my life?
Do you see yourself as a prince? Or a priest?
That's exactly the question I've been praying for guidance about. When I think of going to Starkhaven, calling on allies like Flora Harriman and all the corrupt, scheming nobles, my throat swells shut in horror. When I think about staying, I'm at peace.
If you give it up, what then?
I suppose I must convince Elthina my commitment is sincere. Then I will remain here, to represent the Maker's interests as she thinks best.
Принцесса сексуальная.
You should ask what's best for your people, not just for you.
I do not have hubris enough to imagine it matters to the common people who rules them. Someone will take the reins. The fields will be planted, the crops gathered. No one will notice that a Vale lives and isn't there, and I can devote my life to the Maker's will on Thedas.
Don't give up now. You defeated the Desire Demons. All of Kirk will benefit it.
Of everything we've done, I'll never regret that. But I don't know. I've been praying for guidance and had nothing. I cannot return to Starkhaven and subject my people to war without a clear sign that it's the Maker's will.
Блин, это пипец. Ладно, пойдем к Варьку.
You're glaring, Anders. Is there a reason, or is it one of your moods?
Your term as captain hasn't been particularly mage-friendly.
I've only turned a handful over to the Templars.
Every despot starts somewhere.
And yet I allow an abomination to whine at me. Credit where it's due.
You don't like me, Guard Captain?
I've no issue, so long as the fight over your title stays in Starkhaven. Exactly like it hasn't.
Трепаться.
And then Hawk tore the door clean off its hinges, walked into the room, and... I guess we'll finish this later.
Have you got a minute, Varric?
For you, I have all the time in the world. Actually, I've been meaning to talk to you. You and, what's his name? That mage. Seem to be getting pretty close. So, what's going on, Hawk?
You wouldn't bring this up just to gossip. What's on your mind?
Shows what you know. I would definitely bring this up just to gossip. I didn't, but I would. Listen, as your friend, I feel like I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't say something. Maybe, just maybe, getting involved with the possessed mage might be dangerous. There, I've said my piece.
I know you mean well, Varric. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
I certainly hope so.
Should I apologize for trying to take back what is rightfully mine?
Whatever it takes, no matter the cost.
It feels like you're blaming me for some personal experience of yours.
I was at Ostagar. Good people.
Так, возьму-ка я Варика сюда.
Isabella, my dusky goddess, you have buried yourself in the flesh of my heart like a worm in a red apple. You heartworm, you.
Oh, look, my friend is here. Excuse me.
But I haven't gotten to the part where I invite you to feast upon my tender white flesh.
That's all right, I think I'll manage. Speaking of romance, you, Anders, and Justice. That must be exciting. As they say, two's company, but three is better.
I enjoy being with Anders. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
We know about Anders. What about Justice? Does he not get involved? Or perhaps he thinks you're too good of a person and isn't willing to smite you. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? Everyone deserves a good smiting now and then. I could use one right this minute.
Slow day.
You been drinking?
No. Maybe. Yes. Face it, you don't pay me enough to stay sober at work.
Нет там ничего. Так, побочные задания. Ну остались побочные задания. Сделать активно. Ну, пойдем посмотрим. Ой, не-не-не. Не, ну главное подозреваемый тут остается. Пока что. Так, у него... Точность. А у нас... Ну, тоже точность. Так, пора текать отсюда. Супер. Не, ну тут пипец. Просто задавили.
Andraste, forgive me! I can do this all day! My bow will make short work of them! Our cause is righteous! I can do this all day! Make her forgive you.
Оглушение.
Using potion.
Да блин, а чё на это-то не могу?
Let's hope this works.
Destructive force to the mix!
Так, надо демону желание жахнуть. Да.
Another fall. Let's finish it.
Чё, все? А неужели? Мне кажется, это не все. Сейчас еще откуда-нибудь кто-нибудь. Ну да.
Some mage sent that thing here to kill him. Why would anyone... Oh, Maker. The murders. Emmerich was right. He was getting too close. He suspected a man named Gascard Dupuis. Did he do this? Gascard played me. And now he's escaped to Darktown. Darktown's a big place, but we'll find him. He's an apostate, and Meredith will want him hunted down. I will speak to the city guard about this. Gascard Dupuis will not escape.
О-о, по-моему, сейчас Андерс на меня обидится. Вроде нет. Ну, нет, и хорошо. А, здесь я выйти не могу, да? Блин, а что на мне за шмотки? Панцирь павших. Почему? Я даже не знаю. Так, это 38 вообще. Вот 64. 11. Что-то на мне вообще другие доспехи. Не то, что должно быть. Ну ладно. Так, имени Хоуков. А, что так, что так. Один хрен. Ну, давай. Так, сохранится.
You're here. I wasn't sure you would come.
Justice does not approve of my obsession with you. He believes you're a distraction. It is one of the few things on which he and I disagree.
If you hadn't come, I'd be out looking for you.
Are you sure you want me here? Did you decide you wish something more than a quick tumble with Isabella?
She meant nothing to me. You're the one I love.
When I was in the circle, love was only a game. It gave the Templars too much power if there was something you couldn't stand to lose. It would kill me to lose you.
You aren't going to lose me.
No mage I know has ever dared to fall in love. This is the rule I will most cherish breaking. I love you. I've been holding back from saying that. You should have a normal life, not be tied down to a fugitive with no future. But I don't ever want to leave you.
Don't ever leave.
Do you mean that? Would you have me here, living with you? Would you tell the world, the Knight Commander, that you love an apostate and you will stand beside him?
I want you right here. Until the day we die.
For 3 years, I have lain awake every night, aching for you. I'm still terrified I'll wake up.
I think I'll let Sandal empty that.
Короче, получилось, как получилось.
I I see Varric's taken it upon himself to add certain embellishments to my journal. Everything that's left of my life in Lothering.
Enchantment? No, not enchantment. Leandra.
Так, что у нас на письменном столе? Так, Хоук, я нашел зацепку в деле о краже груза. И мне срочно нужна ваша помощь. Приходите на рынок верхнего города в рабочее время. Остальное вроде все сделано. Так, мне надо тут покопаться. Так, тщательно.